All right. Hey everyone, welcome to another Wildewitch RP live play TTRPG session. What is Wildewitch RP? Captions killing me. Um, well, that's me, Faye, game master and storyteller, and Lachlan, our writer and producer. We're a couple who love sharing stories, so much so that we quit our day jobs and created our own companies. That way we could create high quality and exciting TTRPG experiences full time and share them with you. And today we're playing D&D. This session features my arm getting attacked by Max is what it features. No, this session features our Burning Veil storyline set in our own very Velinara campaign setting. It is a deeply personal tale of trust, betrayal, magic, and magnificent ambition where the fate of the world hangs in the balance. With us at the table are several of the incredible players who have joined us on our grand endeavor. If you'd like to play alongside them, you're more than welcome to join us. You can ask in chat or hop over to our Discord to find out more information. Now, speaking of our awesome players, it's time for introductions. Like I said, I'm Faye, Game Master, Storyteller. With me is Sirenscape, bringing all of our background music and sound effects. It's a fantastic and affordable sound collection that you can find at sirenscape.com. I do have my assistant DM Max, who's being a menace today, so if you see any sort of gray and white paws, do not be alarmed. But now, we get to meet our courageous and daring heroes after they've had a surprise visit. And we'll begin with an introduction for Frista.
Hi, I'm Shade, and I play Prista. She's an Eladrin blood hunter who embodies a cold complexion and icy resilience, with magic powers from her mysterious, fathomless patron.
I can't wait for more of that mystery to unravel.
I can.
Next up for our introductions, why don't we learn about Tala?
Hi, I'm Ridian, and I play Tala, who is a turtle cleric of the Ungvinod. She grew up as a hermit in a faraway forest. She finds herself on a quest and is now in Winterveld, the biggest city she's visited on her journey. She's trying to learn how to thrive in a new culture by learning social skills and helping her friends solve a mystery.
Sorry, I was flipping through my notes because of reasons.
Ayo.
Next up for our introductions, why don't we learn about Andy?
Hi. Not muted? Sure.
You're good.
Yes. Okay. I'm Lexi and I play Andy most of the time. Andy is a Lightfoot halfling bar whiz who loves food. She wears a red vest with gold fringe, and she typically has her red hair up in a bun. She loves to play her family drum and flute along with her new violin, gotten from a mysterious person. Her familiar's name is Perry, and he's currently in weasel form. And she also doesn't like trees, especially large ones, or standing under them.
Oh man, I'm so glad that seeds have started to sprout with that. So, did I choose
No.
my words properly?
Yes.
Yes, I did. Oh, it's gonna be great. I don't think it'll be that long before we see the full breadth of that storyline. But before we can get there, we have another storyline that is the attention of our trio. A quartet normally, but we are missing a player and she is resting. So with that, let us dive into our session. Morning comes for you all on the Stravengar estate after you had seen a vision of one Master Thaleros through your ally Raladin Zephril. Warnings, visions, cryptic messages, all spoken. And it seems that your path is taking you to a swamp northwards. One you all recognize as the corpse smear. But there were some things that you had to do ahead of time. Such, it seems, like talking to Kari. But that could wait until the morning, you decided. So in the evening, you all either rested or tended to some personal business that kept you out late. So morning is here. Some of you more tired than others. And what is your plan?
We are all together, yes?
Yeah, this is back at the Shrevengar State. Andy would have made her way home in the middle of the night.
Hi, Andy. Hi, everybody. Did
Morning.
everybody have
Hi.
a good night?
No. Well,
Everybody have a
yes,
good-
but can I go back and sleep?
Um.
Going to talk to Kari and then, leave the
Oh.
city. But if you want to sleep in, then you can catch up later.
No, I'll come. I'm just I don't. It's yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm coming.
The piggyback.
rough night?
Yeah. Less sleep than I would have liked.
Okay.
Stupid
I guess
brother.
I've been thinking about it, and I had 4 things. Number one is, well, which probably be the last thing, which is who's going. But the first thing is talk to Kari. Um, do you think we need road money to? Because I don't know how much is in the funds. Do we talk to Dalwyn for additional? It's week away, so I don't know if we need gold or not. And then, do we get horses, carts? Because we don't want to walk, right? We want to get there as soon as possible. So, and then figure out who's going at the end.
Yeah. Horses would be fun, I think.
Roll for me a nature or an insight check.
All of us.
Would Hunter's Bane apply?
No.
Damn.
What? I feel like it could in a very specific circumstance.
Horses, especially horses with carts attached to them, may walk quicker, but because of the effort of pulling along a cart and passengers, you might end up stopping more frequently as they expend energy, so it might take about the same amount of time. So essentially, you'd be looking at the same amount of time whether you are on foot or horses.
What if we just took horses without a cart?
I mean, you'd still, but it's like if you're riding them fast, it'll be like they'll still have to wait and, rest. If you're walking them at a trot, it's only going to be a little bit faster than you're on foot. So
Alright, maybe not then. No pony for me.
Well, I can do it twice a day, but okay. All right. So should we go to Kari first and then go from there?
What's left on your list? You said you had 4 things. I think we only got to number 3.
No,
that
there's
was 4.
4.
So
Or
There was
Kari,
4.
can I
Delwyn,
count? Delwyn.
Kari, Delwyn, horses,
Horse.
and then who's going?
Oh, who's going?
Yes.
Risto is only concerned with one person who'd be going, so it totally blew her mind.
Well, Ansel definitely
What
needs
does that
to go.
mean, Faye?
What does that mean,
Yeah,
Priesta?
What are you insinuating?
You know exactly what I'm insinuating.
So, share for the class.
No, the DM never shares unless it's necessary.
We just
That's
passing
true.
notes. Under the table.
Yeah.
Imagine passing notes with the teacher. So, you guys are heading over to Kari's?
Yes, and
Mhm.
on the way, I go ahead and use my wild shape, and because I am level, and it's only gonna take an hour to get there, right?
It's not, yeah, like, you're not, like,
Even less. Okay.
yeah, it's not terribly far in the city to get to Kari's. Like, it's definitely a distance, but you're not, like, having to go from, like, one end of the city to another, which would take,
And I
like, a
turn
day.
to Andy. He goes, "Do you want a horse or you want a mastiff?"
uh, I feel like a halfling and a horse don't go together too well. So
Okay.
maybe
And
maybe a mastiff.
I turn to a mastiff and then give you a ride so you can sleep on my back.
Yay! Yeah, I'm out. Nice and fuzzy.
Yeah, unfortunately, this will not reduce your
I
exhaustion.
it's let me dream, Faye.
Yeah,
for like
you
10
are
minutes.
dreaming as Tala carries you to Kari.
Great. I'm so glad. Do I get a short rest?
Yeah, we'll say you can get a
Well,
short
I guess I
rest.
would have gotten that.
Yeah, you would have gotten the
overnight with them.
short rest overnight. Like, the short rest was not the issue. You just gain exhaustion.
I don't think actually a short rest does like anything at all for me.
You can expend hit points, but I don't think you got damaged.
Yeah, because I haven't fought anything like physically.
Get Bardic back.
I did use one of those. Okay.
You are at that level.
Great. I'm so excited. Oh, yeah. Okay.
So.
Right.
You are allowed onto the Fonser estate as per the arrangement that Kari had set up. Sorry, I can't look at captions.
Yeah.
So you enter in and you can knock on Kari's guest house and she'll welcome you in, bring you to the seating table, or the sitting room. Good morning. I wasn't expecting you guys so early.
Oh God, there is a. I think Tala has a momentary like, oh, I want to lick her face, but that's rude. So I just sit back, let Andy off, and then I turn back to myself.
Lick her face?
Forgot you were a
As a
dog for a
cat.
second.
Yeah.
Looks like Tala forgot that Tala was a dog.
That's
No, as a dog, I wanted to lick her face because that's what dogs do. That.
Yeah, but
forgot you were a dog.
the caption said as a cat.
Oh, sorry. Whoops.
Oh man,
Lexi needs a nap too. Okay. Great.
I need a drink apparently. Oh.
It's been a day.
Hi, Kari. I'm sorry. Hi, Kari. I'm sorry to come so quick, but we have news. Yesterday, we saw a. Gosh, I don't even know what it. We saw Master Thalarios.
Yeah.
And he told us something. So we came in, and I figured we figured that you would want to know.
She immediately seems intrigued. She's like leaning forward, elbows on her knees, hands pressed together in front of her lips. She seems to be waiting to hear more.
So we were at dinner, and then Professor X, he was grabbing something, and then all of a sudden he stopped, and then do you remember what Master Thalarius looked like when we were at the engine at Big Six and the mound? That appeared and said, "Hey, there's danger. You need to go here because big evil." And then that so we said, "Oh, we should go there." We recognized the place as Corpse Smear. And the exact word was said was, Andy, I don't remember what the exact words were.
Yep. Like RP wise, Andy's like still waking up.
Roll
Actually, though, I'm trying to find my notes.
Yeah, roll a history check. I've got the notes here, and I can give it to you.
Okay, great. Oh wait, I wait. Disadvantage. It's an 8. It's an 8.
Can I roll?
Yeah, anyone who would like to roll a history check can do so.
Does Hunter's Bane apply?
Hunter's Banes is Fiends and Fae, right?
Fair Fiends and Undead. No Celestial.
Yeah, no, then it wouldn't apply. But 21 is a great history. Andy, you're still waking up, and you know that you heard what the visions say, but the exact words are not coming to you at all.
Yeah. Something.
Yeah. Freesta, however, you remember, yeah, okay, there we go. Freesta, you hear almost in the voice of, Thaleros, what had been said that evening before. The Angel of Lies seeks not to hide the truth. She would use it to destroy all that you know and love. Where fell the first shadow, another has been made. Beneath the water, dusk from dusk, a heart of darkness forged by the hands of purest evil. And then, behold, just before the vision.
Yep, I'll share that. And I look at her face to see if there's any recognition at anything that was said.
Roll a insight check.
I'm really good at those. Oh my god, 17.
Not so much recognition, but determination. As she stands up from here and, I need to get my armor. Make sure that it's ready to go. There's a bag. Are you all ready to head out?
We have 3 more things to do, but yes, do you want to meet us at the Stravengar estate when you're ready?
If those things can be handled quickly,
Yes, it'll be quick.
as quick as possible, we need to get out. And I thought that Thaleros could be in pain, maybe even dead. It does not bode well with when I had last saw him.
We understand. All right, we'll make it quick. Okay? We'll see you at the estate as soon as we can. All right, guys.
Before you head out, you did mention one thing. This Angel of Lies. I know that now, Annika. The Angel of Lies, as she once was known, is now assumed the role of the Oracle of Silence.
Fate's design, yes?
She is who they revere. Yes. She was Decivara. She was an angel like myself, trained with the Laros. I almost thought of her as an older sister, but she changed. She was prideful, and it was ultimately her pride that drove her away. Not that she'd ever say so, but you could see it in her demeanor. She considered herself above everyone else. The lofty look, the absence of compassion or empathy or understanding. Thaleros had tried to help her overcome it, but it couldn't have worked out. She started her crusade to prevent the spread of powerful knowledge amongst mortals, broke away from Solanthra before she could be expelled. Before she should have been expelled. Thaleros, he took it hard. And I suppose everyone has to find their own way in the end. It's odd thinking about her now, after all this time. We never really thought of her as an angel of lies, but when we learned she'd become a virtue in the service of hiding truths, you can see why that's the name that it took.
Cool. Do you know what her goal is?
I don't. Not beyond what everyone knows her as the patron of the Order of Fate's design. Stopping of powerful knowledge being spread throughout mortal hands. Restrictions.
Maybe if she tried to stop the spread of powerful knowledge among mortals, to keep herself above everyone, maybe there was someone that challenged that. Someone she was scared of.
I couldn't imagine anyone except for Thaleros or the gods. She was almost an equal with Thaleros. The other people ahead of her were those closest to Solanthra and the Lady of Light herself. You have business you need to attend to, but the more that I'm thinking of this, head out soon. I will head out ahead of you. Send word of warning if there's anything on the road that I see.
You want to separate again?
This needs to be handled. And you have business, you've said.
Yes, but it was only gonna take a few minutes.
I doubt it would take a few minutes. Unless your business is here on the Fonser estate.
It might be. You don't know.
I'm not working against you. I know that perhaps with what has happened in the recent past that may be hard to believe. But I care about you all, and if you are to assist in a matter with players as powerful as Desivara, she is again as powerful as Thaleros, or at least was the last time that I saw her. And Thaleros could be in very dire straits right now. Allow me to do what I can by scouting ahead on the way to Lonmeric and beyond to Corpsemere, and letting you know if there are dangers so that you can prepare.
How will you let us know?
people that I can pull in a quick favor for a few scrolls.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. We'll see you on the road.
Be well.
Let's go, guys.
Bye, Chloe. Andy will give her like a very exhausted hug. And walk
And
down.
she'll return it, as much as she can. Her arm, one of them is still injured.
Oh, right.
But, as you all are set off, you can see, move deeper into the house, likely to get her armor and make whatever, travel pack she needs to set out.
On the way back, we go, okay, so who should we bring with us?
Everyone?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ansel, definitely. Lorcan will be a good one. Renan and Termit. So everyone?
Yes.
Yeah, why not?
Full squad. Back on the roads.
Okay.
So
Okay.
fun.
How much do we have in our group funds? Do you think that's enough, or should we ask for more money?
I mean, we
Right.
should tell Delwyn we're leaving if nothing else, so maybe we could bring it
Yeah.
up with them.
Yeah, definitely.
We have 414 gold in the bag of holding.
Just find
Well-
Darcy and trade on the road. It'll be fine.
I will start crying. And then I still have personally 249 gold on me.
Wow. Money bags.
I don't buy a lot.
Andy, if we see any bookshops, I want to go in and buy a few books, so maybe I can steal some from Delwyn. But I want to continue my studies. And when we get to Stremgar Estate, I'll commission a servant or someone to go to give 50 gold to the finance manager with the bow tie. What's his face?
It's Nor something. Norcloth.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That guy.
Okay. Who's going to go talk to the all our friends to say, hey, let's get going? Who's gonna go talk to Delwyn? Because Andy's gonna go off to the thing. Freestart, will you go talk to Delwyn?
Go and just say that, hey, we're leaving. Any spare cash?
Yeah, exactly. And I'll go and talk to the people. Okay,
Great.
ready, set, go, split.
And team.
Break. Yeah. On 3 or after 3? No. Okay.
Oh my god.
We need to workshop that. We'll get it.
Andy, very simple for you to go off. Go ahead. Would you be more interested in trying to acquire books, and what kind of books would you be trying to acquire?
Yeah, so I'm trying to get books that either were on the syllabus for my history course or look relatively related. I want to take material to study on the way because I still need to finish my studies. Be in the middle of nowhere.
Okay. Now there is a section for books here.
Yes, Tom?
When you're done, I would like to retcon something.
Okay.
Yeah.
A book is about 25 gold pieces.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
I have 26 gold. Do you want it?
No, that's fine. Okay, I'll just get one book. Or maybe like a history of like Lawnmower in the area would be nice.
Yeah, totally.
Okay. pay 25 for that and feel a bit foolish. And then go up to the Seven Guy Estate and start pawing through this library. And give the 50 gold to a servant and say, could you give this to the Norcloth finance bow tie aficionado?
Yeah, totally. I'll see what I got. Any in that regards. Anything else I can do for you? This is kind of odd. People just kind
it's
of go
great.
to
And
him.
then, yeah, and I'll give the servant a silver in like thank you, and just say, yeah, just give it to him, and I'll like write a quick note to it, I guess, and say, dearest Norcloth,
Tell me about your
so sorry.
contact.
Yeah, so sorry I couldn't come in person. It's your favorite halfling who loves your bow tie. And this is for the last 2 weeks of my history class.
Okay. Usually able to send that off. Silver with a tip, and yeah, send off.
There goes most of my money. Alright, cool. And can I ask a servant if I could have, like, could I borrow some of Delwyn's, like, 1 or 2 of his history books?
You'd have to ask the sir about that. I'm afraid. But I can
Rats.
fetch him for you.
I'll just try and find Freesta, because I'm sure she's found him. Thanks, though.
Okay. Tala, you said you had a retcon you wanted?
Yes, I wanted to do this really bad and I forgot that I could. With Kari, before we leave, can I say, Kari, all the notes that you took from Brother Beric, may we have it? It has some personal information and stuff, and I think Ansel would like those back, please.
That's not something that I can part with at this time.
Okay. But after you're done, okay?
She gives a nod.
Okay. Okay, Freesta, go.
Yeah, Freesta. You find Delwyn doing business in the early morning.
Priestess just goes into the estate. Delwyn!
No, boy.
Delwyn!
You are
Delwyn!
you are brought by a servant to Delwyn, who you can see is putting his quill into a holder. You
Hello.
called.
I did. I'm glad you heard. Listen, me and my friends, we're going to be heading out for a little while. Just to let you know that obviously the guest house is going to be empty, and asking for a friend. Any spare gold for the travels? Best friend.
How long do you intend to be away?
How long does it take to travel to Corpsmere?
About a week.
About a week. Where we're traveling's quite far away, and we're not sure what we're going to run into while there, so I'd say 3 weeks is a safe bet.
Then I tell you what. You will have the payment for the rest of this month's allowance, and then an advance of half of your next month's.
It's a lot of money. Thank you. Oh, here's your book back. And please will hand back the smart book.
I
There's
would
little sticky notes and annotations.
I would say it's at this point as Priestess handing back the book that Andy you'd be being marched in. Um if you are wishing to borrow a book, you can ask.
Oh yeah?
Ah, Andy, it is a pleasure to see you.
Wait, borrowing books?
You
Can I borrow your
are
books? Not that book, but different book.
you
The
are
notes are very interesting.
guests of my estate for as long as you are able to assist, and I am your patron. Books are the least that I can offer.
Great. Can I borrow 3 books from you
Of
and
course.
give them back when I come back? Lovely. All right. Have a good one. Good luck, Friesta. With all that jazz, and she'll walk out.
So you are able to get so you had a 500 advance on the 2000, so you now have 2,500 given to you as part of the advance for your travels to be split.
Finances.
It's so much fun. It's
How about 500 gold for each of us and 500 in the group fund?
Perfect. What I was gonna suggest.
Great.
Wait, sorry, 500?
500 gold each, and then 500 I'm putting in the group fund. And I will let Vray know she has money.
just
It's fun.
call her out in the chat room. Alright.
And then when I get to the, can I find all the people?
Most everyone's in the sort of dining room area, putting away breakfast.
Is Carissa there?
Oh, of course.
Oh. Oh.
I go, hi, good morning. Can we talk for a second? It's very important.
Are you saying this to everybody?
Everybody.
Ansel will nod.
So, I don't know if Ansel had told you, but last night we had a message from Ghost of Master Theleros. We had spoken to Kari this morning, and we're gonna head out to Corpsemere. It sounds like it's very dangerous, but very important. We're not gonna, tell you to go, but if you would like to go with us, we will welcome your company. But we're leaving now.
I'll need to pack, Carissa will say, but everyone else seems to be understanding as well.
Okay, we're gonna be traveling on the road by foot, Carissa. So, just what you can carry, okay?
I was going to ask for insight. Lorcan's been great at company so far and has done this quite a bit. So I didn't expect to be bringing a whole retinue. I barely have anything here.
I apologize. Yes, whatever you can. But please, hurry. And I go pack.
As this is happening,
quick.
Ansel will kind of move to follow after Tala. I am aware that this is perhaps a very important thing to follow, but this is a level of urgency that perhaps is not quite befitting. You're making it seem like we have to leave before sundown.
Oh, I'm trying to make it so we're on the road before Lexi kills us.
I don't know who this Lexi is, but
Keep my name out of it.
we'll be able to make good time without having to push people to move as fast as possible. There's time for ample preparations.
Mm, mm, yeah, I'm, okay, and then all my confidence kind of dissolves away. Oh, okay, if that's what you think we should do.
I'm, Tala, just worried that you've been given a direction and that you have to, it seems, take this direction before you lose. If it's important, and this is, it will happen. You don't have to rush to it to see it done.
I thought it was a time-sensitive thing. Kari left already, and I. Okay.
Well, Kari said she
And
was
so-
going to go ahead. You don't know that she left.
Ansel, if you think it's more, pruny,
Prudent.
though I don't understand why prunes have pruny. If you think it's more pruny for us to wait and think things through and pack things the right way, okay, we can do that. We can wait.
It's not so much that we wait, but in a rush that it seems that you're pushing for, things are bound to get left behind or not thought of. It could cost us more rushing out, especially if you think this is dangerous.
Ansel, can you do me a favor? Can you talk to Freesta and Andy, because I don't know these things and I'm overwhelmed.
Why don't we do it this way? Why don't you join us downstairs where we were having a cleaning up breakfast? And when Andy and Freesta, we handle this as a group. That way you're not put on a pedestal and it's a discussion for everyone involved.
I look down at the ground going, I'm not sitting on a pedestal.
It's a figure of speech.
Oh, right. Okay. Yes, I'll go and help them clean up. Thank you, Ansel.
Of course. And Tal,
Yeah.
remember to take deep breaths sometimes. Just
Yeah. Okay.
so as Tala, Ansel, and the rest are cleaning up, God damn it, Frank. Freesta and Andy, you're able to come back from the Strevengar main estate.
With books.
With books. How many books did you grab?
Books. Well, it depends, Faye. Currently I'm unencumbered.
How many books would you like to have grabbed?
Many books.
I
But
need
at least 3.
at least three.
At least three.
You can have at least 3.
Alright. Because I want one on Cilantro. So I have one on Lawnmower Aria. I want one on Cilantro.
Okay.
I want one on Corpse Mirror. If he has one specifically on Corpse Mirror.
The one
I
that's
don't.
so okay. What we'll do here, those 3 topics, definitely can find one on Lamerick. That's the one that you purchased. And that one's just it's not solely Lawnmeric, but it's all like the outlying smaller areas. So that one will have information on Corpse Mirror as well. But it's mainly
Okay.
just like
Scratch that.
very specific, regional information. So like these plants grow here, and then like histories and tales, but it's not like super in depth. Like it's like there's not really much in Corpse Mirror except for the tales of how it became.
So it has
Okay, fine.
information on Dracolich.
It has a tale about a Dracolich being there. Yes.
Right. It's not like a first-hand account. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so we got Lawnmower region, and then I want something on Cilantro. As in like I'm trying to look for like a more fact-based one, and then
So that would be
I
a
don't know
book
if
of religious practices of the Western Shield. And
it not so much practices, but like
well, no,
like
that's what
history.
right. That's what you would get in this. So
Okay.
the religious practices of the Western Shield, details
Okay.
the different deities, and each deity has like their own section, but these are all like it doesn't talk on like dwarven deities or anything else. It's the main pantheon. So Solanthra has it in there, and it has the history, what their church's belief of her rise to power, and of course, selected offerings and why they're important to Solanthra's devotion. So it has the history alongside the religion aspect of it.
Okay.
It's almost
I'm
like
just laughing because it said cilantro instead of cilantro. Okay.
yeah, it's also got Dewart, Indiana.
Okay, so that's good. So, Pantheon book, Lawnmower book. Is there a book on like? Okay, I'll figure out the other two later. But like, well, yeah. Okay. TBD.
All right. So as you guys are brought in, and walking in, books stacked in Andy, and just having to like look over the little pile, you would see where everyone's kind of gathered here. Tala, Ansel, Renan. Oh, excuse me. Lorcan, Carissa, Terraminder, everybody.
Bye.
Hello. I have money. I hand out the bags of gold.
Ooh.
Don't spend it all in one place.
Well, speaking of spending money, I was talking with Tala before, and we've come to a sort of idea that we'd like to share with you. And Ansel kind of glances over at Tala. She's trying to, gauge comfort in this sort of, instead of putting Tala singular, kind of like having the two sort of intertwined on this decision making. And he doesn't stop. He is looking over at Tala, and it's almost like making Tala aware that it's okay to say these things. If this is dangerous and important, it is, of course, pertinent to head out soon. But I think we should have some time to put thought into our preparations for travel. Rations need to be brought along, things packed. I'm sure you've all tried to handle some things ahead of time, but there are ways that we can prepare ourselves and not rush headfirst into something that could be devastating.
I immediately look over at Freesta and Andy to gauge their reactions.
I mean, I wouldn't mind more sleep in a bed, personally. But my brother said this is important. So, like, although I can't do this because I have books.
When we told Kari about the situation, she seemed to have more information on it than we do, and she seemed a bit more the words. She wasn't rushing out the door, but it seemed important. And I think that's just got us a bit riled up.
I can understand, but another thing to take into consideration is that Kari, demoted as she may be, is celestial, an angel. She is different than us and may be able to handle things without as much thought or preparation. I believe this is important, and I believe when Tala told me that it is dangerous. And I don't want to see war like I had when I had first met you.
That was fun.
Well,
Kind of
the
was.
good news is we've got the bag of holding, so we can carry as all the rations that we can buy.
And Andy's books, as you seem to be
and
about
Andy's
to topple over.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can just
Because
imagine Andy going over to Priesta. It's like, can I have my book now? Like a little kid.
Yeah, like pulling on
I
your
hold the
little
bag of
coat.
holding above my head.
I
I
I'm
have mage
kidding.
hand.
Damn it. Fine, it's your bloody book.
And perhaps this time, instead of getting potatoes, we get some rice, and yams or squash, because it seems like the potatoes are dangerous.
I quite like them. I look over at Ansel.
Ansel's looking away, but there's a smirk on his face. I've acquired a taste.
Then how about if Terramander, how about Terramander, if you would allow, maybe you and I go ration shopping, because I'm pretty much ready to go. I don't have any clothes to pack because I don't wear clothes. So Freestyle, if you could lend us the bag of holding, we can go ration shopping unless anybody else wants to come.
Lisa holds the bag to her chest. This is my baby.
Maybe all of you guys go. All three of you
Freestyle,
guys.
do you want to come with us then?
Rationing shopping seems so boring.
But
I know, that's why I was asking.
Feasta,
I figure you and Ansel can. Oh, go ahead.
If you come with, we could do like meal planning and recipe ideas with everybody, because I know that Tala doesn't eat meat, and this way we can make sure that everyone's getting something that we cook.
You need to stop making sense, because it's making me want to do nice things. Fine, I'll come along.
So
Great, I will stay here and nap because I'm ready for this.
And I guess the rest of us will start packing, Carissa will say. So.
And as we leave, I kind of walk next to Lorcan and goes, "Hey, Lorcan, I gotta talk to you something. It's not urgent, so we'll talk on the road, okay? But I need to ask for a favor. So, yeah.
You whispering to me about a favor, it don't really, make me eager. Why don't we, just ease this, God, Lorcan is so hard to get with all the other things. Why don't we just leave it at this? Okay, you say it's not urgent, but you're whispering me like you don't want other people to find out. Just give me a topic, a basis of what this conversation's gonna
it's not
be.
something. No, that's fine. It's not like I'm embarrassed or anything because I have no idea what that means. I was told that you're good at flirting.
Oh, I'm damn good at flirting.
Yes. So maybe on the way there, I can get some flirting lessons. But before we do that, what is flirting? Like, you need to tell me what flirting is too. But we'll do that
we can talk about that later. Like, as long as I know what you wanted to talk about, that's fine. Because, I don't want it to be, another thing where Andy's throwing things at me. We can talk about that on the road.
I will anyway.
Shut up, Andy. Go take a nap.
We're going to buy potatoes.
So, with this, as you all head out to handle your own business, this is where we will take our first ad break. So, stick tight. We'll be right back to continue our story. But before we head out, I ask that you let the ads run. They're important to us. They help keep our games affordable. If you want to directly support us, you can do so through my Ko-fi. A link for that is on screen and in chat room. I'd point, but that would mean letting my cat get to my face. So, we'll see you guys very shortly, and we'll be right back. Alrighty, we are returning, and as we are coming back, I do just want to say thank you for our recent donation. We are now at 420% of our donation goals, and we'll do a quick sort of overview of your preparations. Thala, Friesta, and Terminder do rations shopping on that first day. Andy takes a nap. People begin their packing. You are able to prepare oh man. There are Pokemon TTRPGs out there. Just putting that out there. You have time to prepare as you would. Whether this means going to Athenrail, seeing if you could get another small magical item. If you wish to do which is able, you could get something of uncommon or lower, if that would be something you wish to pursue. You can, of course, talk to the other NPCs during this time. They each have their own preparations. Ansel is gathering notes, or not notes, gathering scrolls and papers to add to his journal for notes along the way. But is leaving some of the larger portions of his work here at the estate. Really only bringing what can be fit into his bag with ease. There's some anxiety there. He's not been too far away from this since receiving Delwyn's patronage. Mumzig is able to be spoken to. He is also a source for an avenue if you would like to get a enchanter for an uncommon item. Renine is showing her own sort of anxieties in the preparation. She seems to be found pacing more often than not. If anyone would interact with her, there is an opportunity there. And Lorcan and Teraminder are really kind of taking the sort of lead on preparations with gear and food storage and everything like that. Making sure there's enough materials for the journey, making sure that there's stuff to create a base camp wherever you guys go to adventure. And Carissa is often...
Like, tent?
Unless you planned on sleeping just on a pad out.
We have total of 9 people, right?
Sounds about right.
So that's 2 small people, but still. So we need like 10 tents? I mean, 5 tents? 5 2-people tents?
Sure. This isn't
Okay,
something
so-
you have to be terribly worried about. This is something
Yeah. No, that's fine. That's good.
Yeah. everyone's got enough to exist. Now, whether or not all the tents are utilized, that is up to you guys. But there is enough. And Chris is often seen with them as she is having Lorcan help her in what she needs to prepare for such a endeavor. So, during this time, if any of you would interact with any of the other NPCs, Ansel, Lorcan, Terminder, Renan, Carissa, you're welcome to do that. See what might be going on in their worlds.
I think Andy probably wouldn't be able to sleep much, actually, and she'd get up and go over to Renan and say, I can hear you all the way in my room.
I will say, I was not clear with this. I will say that this is over, like, the course of a day or two, to make sure that everything is covered. So you would recover, but we can 100% have this being, during your,
Okay.
your more sleepless time. It is, my apologies.
Do you want to talk about it? It doesn't seem like pacing is solving your problem.
I don't know how to approach this. I have received a telepathic message twice. And it is a sending, I would think. The voice is masculine, but I do not recognize it. And the message, it is the same. Friend, I know not whether you endure, but if you do, I beseech you, come to my aid.
And you have no idea who or where this person is.
It could be someone from my past, but I do not remember them.
It's fun. What was the town that we found? Renan?
You found Renan in Ramsdale, just outside of Lonmeric.
Would that area be included in my History of Lonmeric and Environs book?
Yeah, in that little area that talks of like the different smaller regions throughout Wintervale's baronies and surrounding lands. Ramsdale, it's not a full section like Lonmeric. It's more akin to Corpsemere, where it's just a few, like it's like a paragraph of like, here's what you can find here, and then it's a little bit more than Corpsemere, just because there are historical battles that took place in and near Ramsdale.
Anything specific from the book?
I mean, just different battles from history. You don't, like, there's no name of Renak Zaga Barad in any of the books, which is Renan's full name.
Right, but like sides of the battle or like outcomes of battle or like this statue is for this purpose.
Roll for me a history check to see if you can, because there was...
I guess I'm still tired.
Yeah.
Oh, that's 19.
19. I believe that there was mention of the statue's purpose on its plaque. Un momento. I gotta go back to the prologue. I gotta go back to prologue 1. Um. So the statue you can recall that that was Ranak Zagabarad was a statue of a mage. I think that there was more information. God, old formatting is horrible. I can't find anything.
Yeah, my notes have that history that Freesta was looking at it and then it exploded.
Yeah. It showed that it was of some importance, a mage. Likely it was a creation. You don't know if it's not recorded in any of the battle like depictions here that a monument was made, but it was likely there's a few battles, not like an extensive amount, that was perhaps a crafted to be a honorable memorial. No idea how they used a petrified person in mistake of, a crafted statue, but
Okay. Yeah, turn on. Yeah, that's weird. I have no idea. I know there was some battles there, but
I think I remember some of the battles, but maybe going back would help remember more.
it's a good point. Or maybe there's someone in Longwork who would know more, have history or something.
Perhaps.
Great. Have fun with that. I'm gonna go back to sleep. Bye.
Andy will just depart.
Yeah.
Great. So,
Gideon has stuff to say about that.
so what even? So you are able to set out after your preparations. And why don't we make this simple? Why don't we have a group survival roll to see how well your travels go?
So this is the next day or the day after that?
This is post your what's it called? Exhaustion. You would have recovered everything at this point. It would have been about 2 days. We'll just call it 2 days for all preparations and setting out.
Okay. Okay. Survival. Well. Nope, I'm still tired.
Well, my rolls aren't coming through. Let me refresh.
Mine was 21.
Yeah, like I saw them appear. They just weren't like coming up as anything. They were just like the little dots of this thing is still being rolled. That's wrong.
No, that's right.
No. The the presentation was not acting as it should have been. The communications were there. There was just no receptions.
Like what's going on right now in my head.
So, and then we'll see what Freesta will get when Freesta's available. But
Help. I don't know what I'm doing.
you don't, and that's amazing.
I'm reading my book, okay? Leave me alone.
Freesta, you can't just let her read while we're walking. She's not going to be able to see anything.
I'll
Cue
turn
Andy.
into a mastiff,
Trip.
so she can be on my back and read.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
only. Yeah, that's only for like a portion of the day, though.
It's fine.
Typically, it is an 8 hours for travel in D&D times. So, your group is able to move fairly well. Oh, god damn it, Freesta.
Sorry.
Let me just scratch that. So,
You do poorly. Can Perry help? I feel like he'd be able to help.
does Perry help? That's the question.
I don't know. He's not reading my book, I don't think.
It's your call, it's your familiar.
He could try. I don't think he's very good at this, though. Actually, maybe I should have checked his stats before we said that. What's survival? Wisdom?
Wisdom.
Oh, he has a +1 of wisdom. Okay. Come on, buddy.
Watch you get a
Help
2.
Go away. No! It's better than mine! I got a 10.
Amazing. So, your group is doing okay. It would be a lot worse if Tala wasn't here.
Thank you, Tyler.
Yeah, thanks, Colin.
As you are moving, you would notice that the road is mostly quiet for this journey. The further you get from Wintervale, the fewer travelers that you see. And the few travelers that you do see are merchants and traders, typically with heavy guards accompanying their travels.
Do I recognize any merchants or traders?
Roll me a perception check.
I'm going to use the inspiration that I got during the break for advantage.
Okay.
This is very important. That is a natural 20.
It is a natural 20.
Nice.
None of these seem to be your sworn enemy of Darcy.
That's fine, that's fine. At least I'm confident that I didn't pass him.
Yeah, you are able to read every face here, visualize it. You're piercing through if there's any sort of illusions or disguises. None of these are Darcy.
That's the reason for my low survival roll.
Yeah, I was
So
gonna
enamored
say,
with
yeah.
this.
It is on the third day, about late in the afternoon, where you are at a bend in the road. You can sort of see ahead that there is a fallen tree that has blocked the path.
Fireball. Oh wait.
Roll
Is
for
there a path
me.
going around it?
No.
Oh, sorry.
There's no path around it. This tree blocks the path. But roll for me, perhaps insight or survival checks.
Survival. Okay.
God damn, Freesta.
Stop asking me to do wisdom checks.
It is Tala and Andy. It's strange. The position of the fallen tree after the bend in the road. There's a tight area here. One where a group could be attacked from the woods or from behind. Where you would have very little room to see your assailants.
Andy would call out to the others. Eyes alert, there might be bandits afoot, and just kind of look into the forest or look around.
Perception check.
Can Perry do one,
Sure.
please? Okay, great. Does it rely on hearing or smell?
I'll say hearing could work here.
Excellent. +3. Nat 20.
Nice. And as Perry hears this, immediately sort of sharing this information with you, Andy. Snapping twigs, crunching the leaves of footfalls, metallic clicks of knocked crossbows, sliding of swords unsheathed. There's an ambush happening right now. We're all rolling initiatives, and unfortunately, everyone is surprised except for Andy. Oh, look. You messed it up,
Whoa.
Andy.
Sorry.
You could have been triplets, but no.
I had to be better, guys. I'm totally sorry.
Damn.
Fighting something. I'm so excited.
I told you there was a chance you guys could fight this episode.
Mm-hmm.
I need to have my dice roller up. That would help. So. Andy first. And then who has the higher modifier?
Freesta does.
Alrighty.
The blood hunter or the turtle?
I just had to ask. Alright. So Andy, Freesta, Hala, whoever's causing this ambush. And then
Ooh, old friends? I don't remember.
It's Murin's buddies, but because we killed him, that his friends are really mad.
Oh,
we're
damn
going to-
it! I forgot about that
They're
guy.
going to kill us extremely painfully.
Oh
Oh,
no, I know
poor pal.
exactly who these people are, and oh, it's definitely gonna be something. Uh, Andy, you are the first to
Okay.
act. You can see that your companions are surprised. They don't quite know what's going on. Um,
Okay.
what are you doing?
Okay, what do I see? Do I see anything?
Nothing. It's just the fact that
Nothing?
you saw the bend in the road and you heard through Perry's connection everything that was happening, but you see nothing.
Okay. Did Perry hear this from
The
a lot of
woods.
directions or a particular direction?
He
Right,
heard
but like,
from both sides, so like this is like a
okay, right.
two-sided of assault.
Okay, great. That's it's rather
Probably
obnoxious.
not.
Okay. I will ready in action. I will ready magic missile at 4th level to hit whatever's coming out of the woods.
Okay. So just kind of waiting to see what happens.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Cool. And then with that, it is Brista. You don't see anything, you don't hear anything, but you do spot where Andy is starting to be prepared to cast. So you're starting to get aware that something might be happening here, but again, you are surprised. You cannot take actions. But what are you doing this turn?
Uh, if I see Andy looking towards a specific direction that is obviously bandits might be coming through, I try to look at who else is in that area that I could stand in front of next turn to protect.
Okay. Paula, you two are surprised. You don't have actions or reactions this round, but you can see where people are starting to think that something's going down. What are you doing?
I go incoming, and then I pretend. Well, I can't take a dodge action either, right?
You
'Cause I
can't
have
do
no
any.
actions.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
surprised.
Yeah, I just say okay, incoming, and that's it.
And as you say that, it's almost a calling card for the barrage of crossbow bolts that are released from the ambushers.
That's
And that's gonna be one towards Andy with a 18,
yep.
with 11 points of piercing damage.
That's fun.
A 10 misses Tala. A 19 to hit Freesta
Yep.
for 3 piercing damage.
Ouch.
And another one towards Tala with a 22 to hit
That hits.
for 4 piercing damage. And then
What?
sometimes they roll low. I'm sorry. And then as those are being released, we have other figures that rush onto the battlefield, using their actions to dash and get in. There are 6 soldiers that appear, or at least they seem to be fighters of some sort. Weapons drawn, swords in hand. And while they cannot act this turn, there is the crackle of the magic. And a natural 1 misses Strista. And a 7 will miss Andy.
Great.
And that's it for our ambushers this round.
Is my action triggered?
Yeah, because the you saw the soldiers come out.
Great. Do I see the mage?
No.
Sad. Okay, then we'll do a magic missile to each of the. Coincidentally, I have 6 magic missiles, so I can hit all 6 of them. Okay, so I just roll this 6 times.
Yep.
At 1. I wish it rolled them all at once, but I guess we'll just do it this way. Oh wait, sorry. Was that 4, 5, 6?
I'm missing 1.
Okay, then I'll roll it again. That's another 3.
Sounds
Schmucks.
good. All right. And then that will be it for Andy on rear action, which means Andy, it is now your turn.
Oh, that's cool. How far away are the closest Bailey folks?
About 10 feet from you.
Is there more than one who's within 10 feet?
Yeah, we'll put 2 within 10 feet of you.
Are they within 5 feet of each other?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'll go up to him and take out my new rapier, and I will use my lovely ability to use 2 actions. Okay, so I'll attack one of them. Cool. 19 to hit. Oh, really sucky damage. 6, and I'll put a bardic into that. We'll do, I think it's slashing. Yeah, slashing. So it deals that damage to that guy and to his buddy. D8. Lovely. Okay, 6 to both of them. And then do that again. Hopefully miss horribly. That's my turn.
The 11 does unfortunately miss. As Shrista, it is now your turn. You can see 6 soldiers on the ground. There are more you can, as you were targeted by crossbow bolts and magic attacks from the 2 sides of the forest here. What are you doing?
Are the crossbowmen on the ground or are they in the trees?
It seemed to be on the ground. You don't have visuals on them, but from the trajectory, they seem to be.
Cool. Bonus action, I'll Crimson Right my bow. Go for Right of the Cold. And I'll take 2 shots at... Can I see the person that shot me?
No.
Damn it. I'll just shoot someone on the ground.
Yeah, totally.
I'm not picky. That's an 11 to hit.
Unfortunately misses.
Right, I didn't want to hit anyways. I thought that was about to. How about a 23?
A 23 will hit.
That's great. That is 10 points of piercing damage and 6 points of cold, and his speed is reduced by 10 feet.
16. This is the one of the ones in front of Andy, and this one goes down.
Bye.
Oh.
That's my turn.
Tala, it is now your turn. There are 2 guards, 2 soldiers right in front of you, where they had rushed out from the ambush. You are no longer surprised. What is it that you would like to do?
Can they make me a con save of 15 as I cast Word of Radiance?
Sure. 12 and 17.
Okay, the one that's hit 12 takes 5 points of damage. And as a bonus action, I would like to cast a spiritual weapon
Okay.
and hit the one that hit me. That is 25 to hit.
None of these have struck you yet. The only ones that hit were
Oh.
the crossbows and the mage, which
The
are...
one that I just hurt with the secret word, the word of radiance.
Sounds good,
hit that
then.
one. For a total of 6 points of damage, please. And that is the end of my turn.
Okay. With that, it is now our ambushers go. And we'll have our soldiers start this off. So we've got one near Andy. That is a 17 to hit Andy.
Mhm.
For 9 piercing damage.
Hey, we love this.
A 23 to hit Tala. For 7 slashing. The 9 will miss Tala. And then we've got 2 more soldiers here. One will go towards Andy with its longsword. An 11, I believe, misses. And then the other goes towards Frista. That is a gentleman's 20 for 6 points of piercing damage. Then, as the sounds of crossbow are reloaded, everyone's getting at least one attempt. Gentleman's 20 to hit Tala for 5 piercing damage. A 16 to hit Frista.
Just hits.
7 piercing damage. A 8 misses Andy. And who's getting our 4th shot? That's going to be Tala for a natural 20 to hit Tala. And 10 points of piercing damage from the crit. And then 16 just hits Frista. You feel the fire that is struck by the mage. That is 10 points of fire damage.
Ouch.
And then from the other side, a 12 misses Frista. So, but the mages seem to have gotten closer. You can kind of see these 2 figures on opposite sides of the path that have their hands outstretched and casting motions. They are partially covered by the foliage, but enough that you can see here. Andy, it's your turn.
Great. There's one, there's 2 in front of me, or just one? Just
2.
one.
You took down, so you had 2. Frista took
Yeah.
down 1, and then another one came running over.
Okay, cool. Lovely. Let me see real quick. Funny, because I don't think I really have any. Oh, I could do that. Question. If I do a 15-foot cube spell from me, would I get anyone besides allies? Or besides enemies?
If you aim it towards the forest or towards the tree, you can do so without hitting allies.
Okay, I would like to do that then. What level do I want to do this? We'll do it at 3rd level because I can. Con save, please.
Sure thing.
Well, that's not great damage.
20 and a 12.
Cool. I believe it's half damage. But that much damage to. Yeah. Okay. Half damage to the one, and then full to the other, and then he's pushed 10 feet away towards the forest. And that's it.
All right. Friesta, it's your turn. You've got one guy with a short sword in front of you.
Cool. Not a fan of that. Bonus action, I'm going to face step. We'll just go 20 feet back. And I need him to make me a wisdom save.
Sure. That's an 11.
He is terrified. I'm going to take 2 shots at him. That's a 27 to hit. For 11 points of piercing. And 3 points of cold. And then a 19.
19 hits.
For 10 points of piercing. And 4 points of cold. And that is my turn. He is frightened of me until the end of my next turn.
So... Good to know. Tala, it's your turn. You've got 2 guys on you.
I would like to go ahead and right on me, right? I would like to try the Word of Radiance again. Con save of 15.
We've got 1 success. And 1
Okay,
fail.
7 points to the one that failed. And then my spiritual weapon to the same guy that it hit before. That is 26 to hit.
Yep.
For a total of 9 points of damage. And that is the end of my turn.
Alrighty. It is going to be, then the ambushers go. And why don't we start off with the mages? 2 mage, swings towards, or tosses a fire towards Tala. A 14 misses. And a 15 misses. So Tala, you're fine. At least from the fire. Our crossbowmen. We've got 2 shots towards Friesta, 1 towards Andy, 1 towards Tala.
So pretty.
A 21 to hit Friesta.
Yes.
5 points of piercing damage. But the 9 misses.
It does.
Gentleman's 20 to hit Andy. 4 points of piercing damage. And a 22 to hit Tala. For 9. And then our soldiers, the one that was near Friesta cannot get closer to Friesta. He's just gonna cower on his turn.
Love
The
that for him.
2 on Andy.
It's 1. Well, 1.5.
Yeah, the one that was knocked down will come back over. 19 to slash at you.
Yeah.
8 slashing damage.
Okay.
The natural 1 will miss you, though.
That's good.
And then over near Tala, 2 figures. A 7 misses. But a 24 will hit. For 7 slashing damage. And then Andy.
Uh-huh.
Your turn.
Great. Yeah, Andy's not looking too hot with the crossbow bolt or two in her side and like all these slashes around her. Not having a good time. Okay, we're gonna use the rapier again. We'll attack the one that looks worse off.
Sounds good.
Does a 15 hit a
15 will just hit.
great pal? Well, hey, 12 damage. Is he dead yet?
He does go down, actually.
Oh, that's fun. Okay, second attack on the other one then. Oh, 13 misses, I think.
A 13 will miss.
Great. Okay, stay in there.
Krista. You've got the 4 soldiers out in the open, crossbowmen that are still hidden. You have the partial visual of the 2 mages.
Far away are the mages from me.
About 20 feet, one in each direction to your left and right.
Cool, I'm going to Eldritch Blast and just do one at each.
I love it.
That is a natural 20
Hell yeah.
for 20 points of force damage.
That's a mage down.
And then that's a 14.
A 14. 14 just hits these mage.
Right. For 10 points of force damage.
Damn.
And then bonus action, because I cast a cantrip as my action, I will make an attack with my longbow at the last standing mage.
Okay.
It's a 21 to hit
Yep.
for 11 points of piercing damage and 4 points of cold.
2 mages down.
Ooh. It's my turn. Actually, I want to run up to the guy that I frightened before, just as a power move.
Okay.
And end my turn right next to him.
As you do that, he sort of flinches a bit before steeling himself as the frightened is starting to fade. Tala, it is your turn.
I'm not panicking at all. I literally go, no, and then I kind of, like, I look like I'm about to poop. No, just kidding. I can concentrate really hard, and all of a sudden, this, like, a light shows up on our shell, and all of these moss and herbs and medicine, like, plants, just all kind of come out, and then I turn into my chalice form, and then I run over to Andy, touch her on the shoulder. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds at 4th level.
Oh, fun.
That is total of 20 points of healing.
Cool.
And then I go ahead and send a healing over to Frista. Okay, that's 5 plus 3, so 8 points of healing to Frista. And that is the end of my turn.
Quick thing, Tala, you have a moonsicle, don't you? Your magic item?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Remember that gives you plus a d4 healing.
Oh.
I remember looking at that when I was helping you with your subclass. I'm like, I didn't know
You get
had
another
that.
3 points of healing.
All right.
Oh, yeah, you can add a d4. Oh!
With that, what Ridian really needs to end up doing is the Abria method, where you get like the flowchart. So, it helps.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Why do I need it when I have Shay?
Because sometimes Shay might be gone.
No, she is
I would
my
never be
blueprint.
gone. I am a walking player's handbook, and I'm proud of that.
Love it.
With that, Tala's turn will come to an end, and it is our ambushers. We have 4 soldiers, 1 near Frista, 1 near Andy, 2 near Tala. And everyone's gonna be maybe getting hit. 23 to hit Andy.
Misses.
All right. Then for
I was kidding, Fed.
I don't know, you've got that defensive flourish thing.
I didn't use it.
5 points of damage.
Oh, well, that. Okay. I don't even care, Fed. It's only 5.
24 to hit Priesta.
Yes.
5 points of damage.
Down.
Natural one
Did
will
you
miss
say
Tala.
dem or down?
Damn! You
Okay.
just healed me for like. I forgot
bunch
the
of
amount
points.
that was like split into 3, but it was more than what I was hit for.
17 to hit Tala.
It misses.
All right, then you're fine. And then Andy, it's your turn.
Hey, I'm feeling really nice, Tala. Thank you for that. I needed that. I will just. I'm gonna use my rapier. My new fancy schmancy. Can I flank with Tala? No, probably not. I guess.
If you want to risk the opportunity attack from the guy that's still standing next to you.
Never mind. Okay. Use my rapier. Ooh, it was on a nat 20 and then it rolled over, but a dirty 20 I think hits. That's a 10. We'll do this time. We'll do defensive flourish because I like my life. My consciousness. Right, D8. Oh hell yeah, 8 more damage to him. 8 to my AC for the time being. Is he dead yet?
18 to this guy means he is down.
Excellent, great.
Now, if you would like to run over and flank with Tala, you can do so.
Question, Faye. For the 2 attacks, can I use a wand as a second attack, or is that technically casting a spell?
It technically uses the spellcasting action.
Okay.
Unless you're, like, using the wand to, like, thwack someone. But then that would be an improvised attack.
Which is 0 damage for me, so that doesn't help. Yeah, I'll go over. Yeah, and flank with the one on Tala then. Oh, sorry, with advantage.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. 24 to hit.
24 hits.
Great. 10
Now-
damage.
Is this the one on Tala that looks worse or better?
Was.
He's down.
Excellent. What a pal. I will move over to the other one, to provide flanking opportunity on Tala.
Alright. Freesta, it is your turn. You've got a guy in front of you.
I'm going to. How many guys are left?
The one in front of you and the one on Tala, there may, and of course the crossbowmen, but you can't see them.
Right. I'll leave that for now. Bonus action, I'm going to face step, and I want to go further into where I think the crossbowmen might be. And I need the other guys to make me a wisdom save again.
Okay. Four.
He's not having a good time.
He's not.
Shitting his pants.
Anything else from Freesta?
I'm going to keep going further in, so face step 30 feet, as much as my movement of 30, to see if I can get an eye on the crossbowmen.
Yeah, you see, as you face step, so 30 feet gets you 10 feet from beyond where those mages were. And almost immediately you see 2 crossbows, like, aimed right at your face.
Oh, right. Hello. I'll take a shot at each of them.
Okay.
First one is a 16 to hit.
A 16 does not hit, technically, because they are partial cover, with the forest.
How's a 14?
That foliage is coming in clutch for him.
Hate foliage. Andy was right about the trees. They sucks. That's my turn.
It is Tala's go, but I know that Tala is AFK. So,
No, I'm here. I'll do it real quick. I'm
Alright.
going to go ahead and cast Cure on myself for 3rd level. Because I'm kind of hurt.
well, I mean, you do have a flank with the last remaining guy on you if you would have taken advantage of that, but... Cure wounds.
And your D4.
I'm gonna heal for 15 points.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna send a healing word, the thingamajig over to Freesta.
Favor of the Forester. Whatever
So that's
that's
10.
called.
Yep, 10 plus, and then I'm gonna do another thingamajig. And my moonsicle, that's 4 additional hit points, and that's the end of my turn.
Where does the extra 4 of that come from? Are you using Fey Restoration?
Yes.
The moon's
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I know the Moonsicle gives 1, and then there's another D4 there.
Yep.
So,
That's the Fey restoration thing.
okay, so Freesta will get, now do you have to see Freesta?
That's what I was about to ask.
Because Freesta did go into
Women!
Freesta went into the forest where no one else is at.
Hold,
Except the
please.
crossbows.
Well, yeah.
It's a healing word. I mean, can she hear me?
It's not, though. It's a thing, from your ability class, and,
It's a thing.
It
I'll
doesn't
have-
say.
I'll check into that. But our ads just started in the middle of combat, so I'm gonna pop us to our BRB screen. Sorry for those of you who are watching live. Catch us on the VOD. Alrighty, we are back. We're in action, and Freesta, you have 2 crossbows being shot at you.
I should have expected that.
That is a 17 and a 16
It.
for 6 and 10 points of damage. For the others, we've got crossbows, 1 to each of you. A 9 misses Andy, and a 9 misses Tala.
Twinsies.
And then we've got, Scaredy Pants cowering again. And then the one that is in between Tala and Andy going to take an attack at Andy.
Right.
With a 22.
Wait, I used defensive flourish last round, right?
Yes.
And it was an 8. So I had 23, so no, it misses.
Then
Actually, this time.
you are able to avoid being struck by the longsword. And that's it for our ambushing party. Andy, it is your turn.
Great. I just realized over the break that I believe dissonant whispers, I don't have to be able to see them.
No, they just have to be able to hear you.
Great. Okay, whoever just shot at me is getting a dissonant whispers at them. Yo, schmuck. Up in the woods. That's a wisdom save, please.
Okay.
Oh. Oh my god. Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
that hurts. That's a 16 on his wisdom save.
That is
Oh,
so
no.
painful. That's a 3rd level spell slot.
Oof.
That's devastating. So sorry.
Oh,
I'm just gonna go cry in a corner now. Okay. It's fine.
okay.
You can Go join the scared bandit in cowering. And
Yeah.
just cry
We have
together.
something in common.
Could be crying buddies.
Under the trees.
Just go back to that tavern room.
Yeah.
My corner.
So Andy, anything else on your turn?
No. Free action thing.
Yeah, crying's a free action. Freesta, it's your turn.
Great. I could have made my entrance a bit more spectacular, but we'll do an Eldritch Blast, one at each of them, because that seemed to work for the mages.
Okay.
That's a 19 to hit
19 hits.
for 5 points of force damage. And you know what? It's just going to be at the one guy, so another Eldritch Blast at the same one.
Okay.
That's a 12.
12 misses.
That's fine. Bonus action, I'll take an attack. 26.
Yeah.
For 11 piercing. 6 cold, and I'll put in a shadow depletion for 2 necrotic.
Alright, that's one crossbowman down.
Fun. That's my turn.
And then Tala, it's your turn. You've got a flank with Andy on one guy that's on you. Crossbowman. There's another guy that's Freesta scared.
Oh, he's not frightened.
I would like to
anymore.
go ahead and cast Shillelagh on my staff
Okay,
and hit him.
you have advantage.
Does 14 hit?
A 14 unfortunately just misses.
Damn.
I'm very sad, please. That's the end of my action.
It is our ambushers go. And this crossbowman is going to swing at you with his crossbow, Freesta.
Oh. Okay. I'll take that.
That is going to be a 22
Yes.
for 5 points of bludgeoning damage. And you can hear like a sort of creak of the wood as it splinters a bit from the impact. Tala, the guy between you and Andy, is going to swing his longsword at you this round. But misses with a 7. And then the guy that was frightened of Freesta is going to rush over. And we'll go after Andy.
What?
With an 18
Hits.
for 6 piercing damage. And that's it for our ambushers this round. Andy, it is your turn.
Great. Well, that was really pitiful last time from me. So we're gonna hit the one between us, between Tal and I, with advantage.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. I hope that hits. Is he dead yet? 10 damage.
10 damage to this guy is not him down.
Schmuck. Okay, we'll do it again.
Go for it.
Redeem myself, maybe. Okay. Dirty 20.
Yep.
8 more damage.
8 more damage has him looking rough, but still standing.
Okay, that's it.
Alrighty. Then it is Freesta's turn.
Cool. If I were to use my longbow as an improvised melee weapon, could I cast Booming Blade on it?
Let me look at that real quick. I would like to say the answer is yes.
I hope you say that as well.
You brandish the weapon used in the spell's casting, which needs to be a melee weapon worth at least 1 SP. You're using your bow as a melee weapon, so I will say that that counts. and make the melee attack. Yeah, you can cast Booming Blade on this.
Great. I'm going to cast Booming Blade on my longbow and just whack him across the head.
Now, it only does 1d4 as the standard damage.
That is fine. And I guess I wouldn't be proficient with it in that manner.
Yeah, no, this is not a proficiency, so.
Just a strength check then?
1d20 plus strength, yep.
13?
A 13 unfortunately does not hit this creature.
That's fine. Since I technically cast a cantrip as my
Yes.
action, as my bonus action, I'm going to try and whack him again without the booming blade.
Yeah.
Damn it, 13!
But unfortunately neither of them strike an impact.
Do that, and it's my turn.
Tala! The guy in front of you is looking real bad.
I want to hit him with my stick.
You have advantage.
Good.
22 to hit.
That will hit.
For a total of 5 points.
5 points of damage means this guy goes down. Anything
Yay.
else?
Can I see where Freesta is?
No, she is in the woods. You can hear,
And she missed a step, so I didn't see her walk away.
yeah, so, you can hear her being frustrated.
Okay, I would like to walk towards that, and that'll be end of my turn.
It's at this point you hear a voice coming from above in the trees. Retreat!
Oh my god, if this is the guy from the Halcalion Keep.
No. But you hear him call for a retreat of his men. As you all hear this, if anyone would like to use a reaction, if you have it available,
Mm-hmm.
you could roll either a persuasion or intimidation. You'll have to tell me what you're doing and how I'm making it sound. To maybe continue a dialogue with this figure. It does not seem that he is wanting to stay and fight, so you might be able to negotiate.
Does the guy in front of me start to
He's looking.
leave when he says retreat?
He's looking like he's about to start a disengage and run.
Let's say
Andy.
perception.
Andy's going to take that opportunity. She's going to use minor illusion. And
Well, this is a
let's see.
reaction, so minor
Oh,
illusion.
I can't use.
Yeah, this is your
spells.
reaction.
Oh, that's action.
Mhm. So I'm letting you guys do a check as a reaction here, and you can
Okay.
tell me what you're saying and if that word is going to be towards a persuasion or an intimidation.
Okay. Oh, okay. Andy's gonna try and intimidate this guy, all 3 foot 2 inches of her. And she is going to try and whip them a little bit and go, "It's about time! We've been killing you guys for the past 5 minutes." But I guess that's the coward's way out, is to...
Roll.
I'm not too big
Yeah.
with this.
Yeah, no, roll the
But, yeah.
intimidation. Like,
Um,
calling him a coward. It's totally fine.
Yeah. It's 16.
Okay. Is anyone else doing anything here? Persuasions, intimidations?
Could I go for a deception, but just shout out?
Stop!
Oh, hold on. Was that Tala responding to the stop, or was that trying to... Because Friso was trying to ask a question for that.
What was
Maybe
that?
yelling at a cat.
So, Friso, what was your question with the deception?
Oh, I want to go for a deception and shout out, Oh, run! I've saved an arcane brand into one of your guys anyways. We'll find you later.
Um, I'm going to say this is going to fall more to the intimidation, just because they're not familiar with the brand and what that does, and so they're picking up on that. I'll find you later.
13.
Okay. And then Tala, was all you were saying stop?
Let's talk. Who are you? And
Let's talk.
talk
You-
it out. Wait.
Yeah, so you're winking to an area that you don't quite know because you don't see anything. You just heard this.
Yep.
Roll for me a persuasion.
And doing great, guys.
Maybe it was the wink in Tala's mind, but maybe it was the chance of being found even if they ran, being called a coward. The voice that you can hear from above. All right, guys, halt! Weapons down, we're talking. And so, with that, everyone who is still sort of standing on their feet drops. You can, or drops the weapons, hands up, and you are no longer bound by initiative. And as a figure comes down from the trees, you can see a very sort of lithe form, muscular, well-worn armor, and a tattoo on their neck, marking them as Order of Fate's design.
Do we recognize this guy in particular?
No.
That's... what is your name? Bandit of the Woods, number 247.
Look, I don't think my name's going to matter in the long line of things. I'm not here for anything personal. I was hired to rough you up with my men. We weren't going to kill all of you, maybe just a few. But your group was meant to be, at least in part, left alive. It was to deliver a message, more or less.
And what's the message, since you clearly didn't deliver it before?
He'll reach in and pull a letter out. This was going to be left on one of your bodies when we left.
Oh, how theatrical. That's great.
We don't know who.
Can I use... Continue.
We don't know who gave it to us. It was an anonymous job. Here. It was yours anyway. And he'll hand over the letter.
I'll use Mage Hand to take it. I don't trust this guy.
Yeah, totally.
Great.
Do you open it?
Yeah.
It's a small letter. One that you might find on just a card, like a thank you, single sheet. A greeting to those who would pursue terrible power, and an assurance that we shall never rest while those like yourselves continue quests for such powers that belong only to the gods. And further, a special salutation to the young cleric who took up a mantle and has yet to answer its call. Where blood has spilt, let it serve as a testament to the consequences of hesitation. Signed, S.H., the Order of Fate's design.
S.H. I'll turn the letter around so this guy can kind of see it and go, you know an S.H.?
No, not really. Those look like initials, though.
Yeah.
He's so smart.
Um, and you're telling me you know nothing, and you're hiring goons now instead of the almighty, lofty Order of Fate's Design, who serve the Angel of Lies and all that
Look,
jazz.
I am Order, alright? And he's pointing to the neck tattoo. But not all of us are, you know, big higher ups, hands in every cookie jar, okay? Some of us start at the bottom, okay?
Mm-hmm.
We all have our place to serve and our roles. It's people like you that are out here trying to mess that up. So I just do what I was told. But I don't want to give my life and the life of my men to just anything. You know, sometimes you gotta make calls. Protect the people that you're supposed to protect.
Yeah. Yeah, I give you this. You're a very good soldier. You know, like your cause is whack, but you know, following orders, you got that down pretty well. You know, living under the heel of someone else, also very good at that. Not questioning orders, very good at that. Believing in stupid things, very good at that. That's kind of where your qualities end, though. I gotta say.
Paula, you don't need to raise your hand.
Oh, may I just say, the part the letter and the part of the stuff you said is wrong. When not after some powers, not for ourselves, we're trying to stop bad things from happening.
Look, I'm just the messenger. I didn't write this. It was given with the job.
Yo, but just for you personally, I just want you to know that.
You know what? You can say whatever you think that you believe, and I'll believe what I believe, and at the end, we'll see who's right.
Yeah, but what you're believing is false. Like it's incorrect. How could you
Or
believe things that are wrong?
you are following false pretenses, and what you believe is incorrect. You might
Yeah,
think
but
that
I don't lie.
you might think that this is nothing to you. This is for the greater good, or whatever you assign yourselves to your beliefs, but it's a lie. Even if you don't know it or believe it, those in the order can see it.
Cool. And do you know who the Angel of Lies is who you follow? Just asking out of curiosity. It's good to know who your leader is if you trust them blindly.
My lady is the Oracle of
Oh.
Silence, and she is protecting those who do not even know of her existence. And you would do well
Right.
to leave any sort of slanderous words off your tongue, lest I decide that perhaps this dialogue truly does need to result in bloodshed.
I
I'm
think
perfectly
we've
happy for that to happen.
shed enough blood of your little group. Listen, I don't think we're going to be taking shit from someone who thought pointing out that SH are initials is, an astute observation. So if you would kindly just, pack your things, take your dead guys, and get out of our way, I think this could all be resolved very peacefully.
Hello.
Please.
Can you roll me a history check?
Who, me?
Yes, you.
20.
The last part of the letter. A salutation to a young cleric who took up a mantle and never answered the call. S.H. The name comes to your mind. Cinna Havenstar. And I think with that revelation is where we're going to end our session. So, thank you to our players for playing. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you to our viewers for viewing. I hope you guys enjoyed this as well. I'll see you all in the next stream, but until then, head over to wildewitch.com, check us out there, join us in our Discord, and as always, may the ever-burning light forever guide your steps. Laters.